What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to a new video. The 2023 summer movie season has come and gone. Now, if you didn't know, summer movie season lasts from the first weekend in May to the first weekend in September. Summer movie season is a big season for theatrical movie releases and even sometimes streaming releases as well. Now, in this video, I will be giving you my top 10 summer movies of 2023. I will not be doing any reviews on these films. I will leave a link in the description box below to the top 10 films that I will name on this list. It's going to be a quick video, a simple quick video, nothing too crazy extravagant. I'm going to name the listing and then the movie, and then we're going to move on, and I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. So let's get to it. My number 10 summer movie of 2023 is The Last Voyage of the Demeter. This film was absolutely exceptional, amazing, and jaw-droppingly insane. A movie about one chapter from a book, Bram Stoker's Dracula, turned into a 2-hour extravagant, crazy, fun ride. A lot of people did not enjoy this film, but I love practical effects. I love the tale of Dracula, and which is why this made my list at number 10. Number 9 on my list is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. I didn't get a chance to see this film in theaters. I saw it on Paramount Plus a few weeks later, or after the 45-day window from theatrical to streaming, and I have to admit, this was a fun movie. I could care less about the human characters, but I loved seeing the Maximals in it. It was great. Ron Perlman was just great as, Optimus Primal, and it was just fun. And the action at the end for close to 35 to 40 minutes really made this film amazing and fun, and it was actually pretty comical as well, which is why number 9 on my list is Transformers: Rise of the Beasts. Number 8 on my list is Gran Turismo. I was really skeptical about this film because it's another video game adaptation turned into a movie, but it tells this true story, and I did not know that it was a true story. David Arbor, Orlando Bloom star in this movie, and the action, the racing is absolutely magnificent. I love a good racing movie. It's been a very long time since we did get a racing movie, and I left the theater blown away, and it was really fun from start to finish, which is why number 8 on my list is Gran Turismo. Number 7 on my list is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Yes, I understand, an 80-year-old still playing the same character 4 or 5 decades later, but listen, this matters and it works. When you hear that theme song in the theater, you're just taken back through a nostalgic time machine that is unmatched. I mean, seeing Harrison Ford come back for one more ride as Indiana Jones is the icing on the cake. The story, iffy so at times, but it's seeing Harrison Ford come back as Indiana Jones is what made it. The movie got really crazy negative reviews, and not many people saw it. They thought it was a waste of time, but listen, those people don't know what they're missing, because Indiana Jones has been a staple and will always be a staple in our pop culture lives, which is why number 7 on my list is Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Number 6 on my list is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now, when I heard they were making another Mission Impossible film, I was ecstatic, because Tom Cruise makes amazing action films. Put aside his personal life differences, I don't give a crap what he does in his personal life. People say, why do I like him? Because he makes fun films. That's why I go support it. I'm watching it for the entertainment. I'm watching it for the movie. And this film was entertaining. Yes, AI is the bad guy, so to speak. You could take away the villain of it, but it was really prominent with the 4 to 5 female actresses in this that really stood out. And Tom Cruise really upped the ante, especially with the chase sequence and even the train sequence at the end. I love a good train sequence, and this really nailed it on the head. And I mean, come on, Mission Impossible. You gotta love the espionage. You gotta love the craziness of it. But it's just so much fun, which is why number 6 on my list is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 1. Number 5 on my list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. This is a fun animated film, which I was really, really surprised at because I went into it with low expectations. Very, very low expectations because I grew up with the original live action films of the 90s. TMNT 1, Secret of the Ooze, and then Part 3. And then they did the remakes and the reboots. Could care less about those. But this was really fun. And then the tease at the end of this with that big villain, like, how can you not love that? And it's just going to start a new way of a franchise, and it's going to work, and it's going to be really, really fun. I had a blast with it. It's definitely a kids forward movie, which is great. The animation's great. It's very different than what you see and know of, which is why number 5 on my list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Number 4 on my list is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. This was a phenomenal action-packed movie. The animation was great. The soundtrack was great. The editing was great. And just, it was funny at times too. But then it's also like, wow, it opens your eyes. There are so many Easter eggs in this film that it's mind-blowingly crazy. The amount of Spider-Man that are in this. Spider-Man, Spider-Women, Spider-Punk, Punk Rock, you name it, it's in this movie. And it just worked so, so well. People didn't like it because of the 2 hour and 20-some minute runtime, but put that aside, you really forget what you see and what this movie is because it's really, really fun. And it's probably one of the top tier Spider-Man movies I've seen in a very, very long time, or even top tier of all time for that matter. Which is why number 4 on my list is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 3 on my list is Joyride. If you want a film that's entertaining, that will make you laugh from start to finish, and you're just enamored and eye-watching, popping craziness of what's going to happen in the next scene, Joyride is for you. The 4 female leads in this movie stood on their own from start to finish. The comedy is exceptional. The comedy is fresh. It's new, and it's something like you've never seen. And certain scenes will stick with you and stay with you, but it's done so well that it also moves forward the aspect of the story. It's an emotional story as well. The first hour and 15 minutes are a comedy. The last 45 is an emotional drama, which is really, really done well. It's very rare where you have a comedy and an emotional aspect of a drama all sewn into one, but they did it really well with Joyride. I haven't laughed so hard in a really long time. The cackling, my stomach was hurting, crying, tears falling down my face. It was so much fun, and it was that damn good, which is why number 3 on my list is Joyride. Number 2 on my list is Oppenheimer. This is a fantastic biographical movie. Put aside the runtime, the dialogue in this, and how everything moves, and how the aspect of the soundtrack is, and the tension. It's so, so good. Cillian Murphy as Oppenheimer is phenomenal. He acts with his eyes, and you see that. Not only that, he has a supporting cast of actors around him that really stand toe to toe with him, and especially with the writing of Christopher Nolan and the directing and how practical effects were used in this film and how it goes from where it is to the ending, and it just works in a way where you don't anticipate how well this movie is or how good it is until you actually see it, because it's really fun from start to finish. And okay, people talking left and right, yeah, but it's biographical, it's history. It's supposed to be like that. And it's just done so well that it's really, really fun. And it's one of those movies where you'll be talking about it after you watch it for many, many years, even with people who are not even into movies or biographical films like this, which is why it's number 2 on my list. Now, my number 1 summer movie of 2023 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I absolutely loved this film. It was fun, it was comical, and more so, it was very, very emotional. It's probably the best movie in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in a very, very long time. I mean, the writing of James Gunn, the directing is so good. The camaraderie, the family element, the friendship element that is in this movie, and what the Guardians go through to help Rocket Raccoon is immensely incredible. You could say that the villain is probably the best one in the Guardians movie, and it's just so intricate. It's just so unnerving, and it's just done so well. It's heartfelt. You will cry. I will admit that. And, it's just so well done that it's a Marvel movie that, even if it wasn't in the Marvel Cinematic Universe or wasn't part of the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, if you named it something else, this movie would be even better on its own if given a different aspect to it. But no, it really worked on every aspect of how everything works together, especially how James Gunn writes. The dialogue flows so well, and his directing is immaculate. Like, I can't stress enough how it is. And Rocket Raccoon, wow, he is a tragic, tragic character who gets redemption in the end, and you really love to see that. And this is a great, great movie, and I've seen it more than once, even, twice, maybe three times at the theaters, and then I watched it on Disney Plus because it was so damn good. Which is why number one on my list of summer 2023 movies is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So let's recap my top 10 summer movies of 2023. Number 10, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Number 9, Transformers Rise of the Beasts. Number 8, Gran Turismo. Number 7, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Number 6, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Number 5 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. Number 4 is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Number 3 is Joyride. Number 2 is Oppenheimer. And number 1 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. So there you have it, my top 10 movies of 2023, the summer of 2023. Let me know in the comment section below if you agree or disagree with my list. What is your top 10 movies of 2023, the summer movies of 2023? Is your list different than mine? What was your favorite movie of summer 2023? What was your least favorite movie? And put in a movie on your list that you don't think people have heard of, or that they should have heard of. And do you think that this is the best summer movies in a very long time? Let me know in the comment section below about all the questions I just asked. And be sure you click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for new videos on my channel. I will see you all in the next video. And thank you so much for tuning into my top 10 summer movies of 2023.